the Millionaire Frequency Blueprint. Every millionaire I've studied has a secret morning ritual. But it's not what you think. It's not journaling. It's not cold plunges. It's not even meditation, at least not in the way you've been taught. Before they check their phone, before they look at their calendar, before they touch a single task on their to-do list, they do something that most struggling entrepreneurs never even think about. They tune their frequency. They deliberately calibrate their energetic state to match the reality they're creating. And this right here, is why they win while others with better strategies, better products, and better work ethics stay stuck. Strategy is the second step. Frequency is the first. And if you get this backwards, no amount of hustle will ever close the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Welcome to the blueprint that separates millionaires from everyone else. And I need you to understand something crucial right from the start. The wealthy aren't just lucky, and they're not just smart. They're operating with a completely different operating system than you are. While most people wake up and immediately react to their circumstances, checking bank accounts, stressing about deadlines, worrying about competition, high earners are doing something radically different. They're engineering their internal state before they engage with external reality. They understand something that quantum physics has proven but that most people ignore. Your energetic frequency determines what opportunities you can perceive, what decisions you make, and ultimately, what results you create. Here's the truth that's going to challenge everything you believe about success. Your strategy doesn't matter if your frequency is wrong. You can have the perfect business plan, the best product in your market, the most sophisticated marketing funnel. But if you're vibrating at stress, scarcity, or desperation when you execute that plan, you will get poor results. Not because the strategy is bad, but because your frequency is contaminating the execution. Think about the last time you made a major business decision while stressed. How did it turn out? Now think about a decision you made from a calm, confident, clear state. Different results, right? Same person, same intelligence, different frequency, different outcome. Millionaires have decoded this. They figured out that their energetic state is the most valuable asset they have, and they protect it, cultivate it, and tune it with the same precision that athletes tune their bodies or musicians tune their instruments. This isn't woo-woo spirituality, this is performance optimization at the quantum level. And here's what most people get wrong. They think frequency is about feeling good or thinking positive thoughts. That's not it. The millionaire frequency is specific. It's a particular combination of nervous system regulation, identity alignment, and energetic coherence that creates what I call the success resonance. When you're in this state, opportunities find you. Decisions become obvious. Action feels effortless. Resources appear. The question is, how do they tune into this frequency? What's the actual protocol? That's what I'm going to break down for you right now. The exact blueprint that high earners use to tune their energy before they act. The frequency hierarchy, why your energy state determines your income ceiling. Let me show you something that will completely shift how you think about wealth creation. There's a hierarchy of frequency states, and each level has a corresponding income ceiling. You cannot earn beyond the frequency you're vibrating at. It's energetically impossible. Let me explain the levels. Level 1, survival frequency, chaos, panic, desperation. This is where most struggling entrepreneurs live. Your nervous system is in constant fight or flight. You're making decisions from fear, fear of losing clients, fear of running out of money, fear of failure. At this frequency, you're in pure reaction mode. You can't see opportunities because your brain is scanning for threats. You take any client, any project, any opportunity because you're desperate. Your income ceiling here? Barely surviving. You might have occasional wins, but you can't maintain them because your frequency keeps collapsing back to crisis. The energy you're broadcasting is, I'm barely making it, and the quantum field keeps matching that with circumstances that confirm it. Level 2, striving frequency, hustle, force, grinding. This is where you've escaped survival mode, but you're running on adrenaline and willpower. You believe that effort equals results, so you're working 80-hour weeks, sacrificing everything, pushing through exhaustion. You're getting results, Maybe you're making 6 figures, but it feels hard. Every dollar requires maximum effort. You're productive but not peaceful. Your income ceiling here is moderate success with maximum stress. The problem: this frequency is not sustainable. Eventually you burn out, your health suffers, or you hit a wall where more effort stops producing more results. Your broadcasting wealth is hard, and the universe keeps making it hard. Level 3, strategy frequency, planning, logic, systems. This is where smart entrepreneurs live. You've built systems, you've optimized your processes, you've got solid strategies. You're making consistent money, maybe multiple 6 figures or low 7 figures. But there's a ceiling. You've maximized the logical approach, and now you're stuck in complexity. You're managing more than creating. You're executing plans but not inspired. Your income ceiling here is comfortable success without exponential growth. You're broadcasting, "I can figure this out through intelligence," but you're missing the energetic component that creates quantum leaps. Level 4, flow frequency, alignment, ease, magnetism. This is where millionaires operate. Your nervous system is regulated. You're making decisions from clarity, not fear. You're taking action from inspiration, not obligation. Opportunities come to you because your frequency is magnetic. You're working less but earning more because you're only saying yes to aligned opportunities. You trust timing. You trust yourself. You've stopped forcing and started allowing. Your income ceiling here? 7 figures and beyond, with room to grow because you're no longer dependent on your effort. You're leveraging energy. You're broadcasting, "I am the source of my abundance," and the field responds with matching circumstances. Level 5, creation frequency, embodiment, certainty, quantum mastery. This is the billionaire frequency. You're not chasing success, you're generating it from your being. You understand that you're not in the game, you're creating the game. You make decisions that seem irrational to others but turn into massive wins because you're operating from a level of knowing that transcends logic. Your presence alone creates value. People want to be around you, invest with you, partner with you because your frequency is so coherent that it organizes reality around you. There's no income ceiling here because you've transcended the old paradigm entirely. Here's the critical insight: you can't skip levels. You can't go from survival frequency to flow frequency with just a mindset shift. Each level requires specific nervous system reprogramming, identity transformation, and energetic recalibration. But once you understand where you are and where you need to go, you can deliberately move up the hierarchy. And here's what millionaires know that others don't. They start every single day by tuning into level 4 or 5 frequency before they do anything else. They don't check email in survival mode. They don't make decisions in striving mode. They calibrate first, then act. That's the blueprint. The morning frequency protocol, what millionaires do before 9 a.m. Now let me take you inside the actual morning protocol that high earners use to tune their frequency. This isn't theory. This is the documented routine that I've observed across dozens of 7- and 8-figure entrepreneurs. And what's fascinating is how similar their approaches are, even though they come from different industries and backgrounds. Phase 1, nervous system reset, first 20 minutes. Before anything else, millionaires regulate their nervous system. They understand that if their body is holding stress, trauma, or activation from yesterday, they're starting the day in a compromised state. This is non-negotiable. Some use breathwork, specifically practices like box breathing or Wim Hof method that shift the autonomic nervous system from sympathetic, stress, to parasympathetic, calm. Others use cold exposure, cold showers or ice baths that train the nervous system to stay regulated under stress. Some practice somatic exercises, gentle movement that releases stored tension in the body. The goal isn't relaxation, it's regulation. It's teaching your nervous system that you're safe, that there's no threat, that you can enter the day from a place of groundedness rather than reactivity. When your nervous system is regulated, your perception changes. You see opportunities instead of obstacles. You make clear decisions instead of reactive ones. This 20 minutes determines the quality of the next 16 hours. Phase 2. Identity anchoring, 10 minutes. After the nervous system is reset, millionaires spend time anchoring into their wealth identity. This is not affirmations. This is not visualization in the traditional sense. This is embodiment. They drop into the felt sense of being the person who already has everything they desire. Not from a place of lack, I wish I had this, but from a place of already being, this is who I am. Some do this through specific visualizations where they see themselves moving through their day as their highest self, confident, clear, magnetic. They feel it in their body. How does that version of them walk? How do they hold their shoulders? What expression is on their face? Others use power poses, standing in specific physical positions that signal to the brain, I am powerful, I am abundant, I am in control. Research by Amy Cuddy at Harvard showed that just 2 minutes of power posing increases testosterone and decreases cortisol, literally changing your biochemistry to match a high-performance state. The key is this: you're programming your subconscious before it gets programmed by your day. You're consciously choosing your identity instead of letting circumstances dictate it. Millionaires don't wait to feel confident after they get results. They generate confidence first, and then results follow. Phase 3. Frequency calibration, 15 minutes. This is where the real magic happens. Once the nervous system is calm and the identity is anchored, millionaires tune their specific frequency for the day. They ask themselves, what frequency do I need to be in to create what I want today? And then they deliberately generate that frequency. If they have a big sales call, they don't prepare by reviewing their pitch. They prepare by tuning into the frequency of abundance, confidence, and certainty. They might listen to specific music that puts them in that state. They might recall a past win and amplify that feeling. They might use specific words or phrases that shift their energy, what I call frequency anchors. One entrepreneur I know repeats, I am the source, before every important meeting. Another uses, money flows to me effortlessly. These aren't affirmations hoping for change, these are commands that shift present state frequency. Some millionaires use technology, binaural beats, frequency music, specific hertz tones that research shows can alter brainwave states. Others use simple gratitude practices, but not generic gratitude, specific gratitude for things that generate the feeling of abundance. Not I'm grateful for my house, but I'm grateful for the safety and beauty of waking up in a space that reflects my success. Phase 4. Strategic intuition, 15 minutes. Only now, after the nervous system is regulated, the identity is anchored, and the frequency is calibrated, do millionaires engage with their strategy for the day. But they don't just review their calendar mechanically. They tap into what I call strategic intuition. They ask, what are the 1 or 2 actions that will create the most momentum today? And they listen for the answer from their calibrated state. From this frequency, the answer is always clear. It's not a to-do list of 20 things, it's the 1 or 2 leveraged actions that matter. Maybe it's a specific conversation. Maybe it's a decision they've been avoiding. Maybe it's space to think about a new direction. The point is, they're receiving guidance from their highest frequency self, not from their anxious, reactive self. And here's what's critical: they protect this protocol. No phone, no email, no external input until this is complete. Because the moment you let the external world in before you've tuned your internal frequency, you've lost. You're reacting instead of creating. You're responding to other people's agendas instead of executing your own. This is the blueprint. 60 minutes that determines everything. The energetic decision matrix, how millionaires choose what to say yes to. Now let's talk about something that separates millionaires from everyone else: how they make decisions. Because here's the thing, your income is the sum of your decisions, and your decisions are the output of your frequency. Change your decision-making process, and you change your financial reality. Most people make decisions from logic, fear, or obligation. Millionaires make decisions from frequency. Let me show you the exact matrix they use. The frequency check. Does this raise or lower my energy? Before millionaires say yes to any opportunity, a client, a partnership, an investment, a project, they check in with their body. They literally feel into the opportunity and notice. Does this expand my energy or contract it? Does thinking about this make me feel lighter or heavier? More alive or more drained? This isn't about comfort. Sometimes high-frequency opportunities feel scary because they're calling you to grow. But there's a difference between the fear of expansion and the contraction of misalignment. Expansion fear comes with excitement underneath it. This is scary, but I want it. Misalignment contraction comes with dread. This feels wrong, but I think I should do it. Millionaires have trained themselves to feel the difference, and they honor it absolutely. If an opportunity lowers their frequency, they don't care how much money it offers or how logical it seems, they say no. Because they understand that low-frequency decisions compound into low-frequency results. One wrong yes can drain your energy for months and block opportunities that were trying to reach you. The identity filter. Would my future self make this decision? This is huge. Before committing to anything significant, millionaires check in with their future self, the version of them that already has the success they're building toward. They ask, would the $10 million version of me say yes to this? Often the answer is no. Not because the opportunity is bad, but because it's not aligned with where they're going. This filter helps them avoid what I call shiny object syndrome and good opportunity trap. Just because something is a good opportunity doesn't mean it's your opportunity. Millionaires are ruthless about protecting their frequency by only saying yes to things that their future self would approve of. This keeps them on their path instead of scattered across dozens of mediocre distractions. The energy exchange assessment. Is this an equal energy trade? Millionaires think about every decision as an energy exchange. When they take on a client, start a project, or enter a partnership, they evaluate, is the energy I'm putting into this being matched by the energy I'm receiving, either in money, growth, joy, or impact? If the exchange is unequal, if they're giving far more than they're receiving, they renegotiate or walk away. This is why millionaires can charge premium prices without guilt. They're not just charging for their time, they're charging for their frequency. When someone works with them, they're accessing their energy, their clarity, their calibrated state. That has value. And they protect it by only engaging in equal or advantageous energy exchanges. Most struggling entrepreneurs undercharge because they're not accounting for energy. They're only thinking about time or deliverables. Millionaires know that their high-frequency state is their most valuable asset, and they price accordingly. The frequency protection principle. Does this require me to lower my frequency? This is the ultimate filter. If an opportunity requires you to operate from stress, compromise your values, tolerate disrespect, or betray your intuition, no matter how lucrative it appears, millionaires walk away. They will not lower their frequency for money, because they understand that the moment they do, they're training their subconscious that money requires sacrifice of their energetic integrity. This is why you see millionaires turn down sure thing deals that seem crazy to pass up. They feel the frequency cost, and they know it's not worth it. They'd rather wait for the aligned opportunity that allows them to stay in their power than take the misaligned opportunity that compromises it. The implementation. The 24-hour frequency rule. Here's how they apply this in real time. When a significant opportunity appears, they don't decide immediately. They give themselves 24 hours to feel into it from multiple frequency states. They check in the morning when they're fresh. They check in after a workout when their energy is high. They check in before bed when they're relaxed. If the opportunity consistently raises their frequency across different states, it's a yes. If it's inconsistent or consistently lowers it, it's a no. This prevents reactive decisions made from FOMO, scarcity, or people-pleasing. It ensures that every major decision is frequency aligned. And over time, this matrix becomes intuitive. They can feel the yes or no in their body instantly because they've trained their system to recognize their frequency truth. This is how millionaires build empires that feel good, not just look good. Every brick in their foundation is frequency aligned, which means the structure can grow infinitely without collapsing. Compare that to empires built on misaligned decisions. They might grow fast, but they're unstable. Eventually, the frequency misalignment catches up, and everything falls apart. Your decision-making process is your destiny-making process. Master this matrix, and you master your financial future. The frequency maintenance system. How high earners stay calibrated under pressure. Now here's the reality that nobody talks about. Tuning your frequency in the morning is easy. Maintaining it when everything goes wrong is the real test. And this is where millionaires separate from everyone else. They have systems for staying calibrated even when circumstances would justify falling apart. Let me give you the exact maintenance system that high earners use throughout their day to protect and sustain their frequency. The micro-reset protocol, every 90 minutes. Millionaires don't wait until they're stressed to regulate. They prevent stress through scheduled micro-resets. Every 90 minutes, they pause for 3 to 5 minutes to check their frequency. They close their eyes, take 10 deep breaths, and ask, "Am I still in my power, or have I drifted?" If they've drifted, if they've absorbed stress from a meeting, if they've started operating from fear, if they've contracted, they reset immediately. This might look like stepping outside for fresh air, doing 20 jumping jacks to move energy, listening to a specific song, looking at an image that reminds them of their why. The specific method doesn't matter. What matters is the discipline of the check-in. Because here's the truth, you don't stay calibrated automatically. Frequency drift is constant. The difference between millionaires and others is that millionaires catch the drift early and correct it, while others drift for hours or days before they notice. The energy boundary system. Millionaires are masters of energetic boundaries. They protect their frequency like a fortress. This means they don't take calls with energy vampires. They don't engage in complaining sessions. They don't allow others' anxiety to become their anxiety. They limit exposure to news and social media because they understand that every piece of information carries a frequency, and most of it is fear-based. They also set boundaries around their time. They don't say yes to every meeting request. They don't respond to every message immediately. They build buffer time into their calendar, space where nothing is scheduled, because they know that back-to-back obligations drain frequency faster than anything else. This isn't selfish, it's strategic. They can't serve at their highest level if they're operating from depletion. The frequency anchor practice. Throughout the day, millionaires use what I call frequency anchors, specific triggers that instantly return them to their calibrated state. Some use a physical anchor like a specific piece of jewelry they touch while recalling their morning frequency state. Others use a phrase or mantra that they've conditioned to shift their state immediately. Some use a specific memory, a moment when they felt completely in their power, that they can drop into at will. The key is that these anchors are pre-programmed during their morning protocol. They establish the high-frequency state, then they anchor it to a specific trigger, and then they can access that state instantly throughout the day by activating the trigger. This is neuroscience. It's classical conditioning applied to frequency management. And it works. The evening frequency cleanse. Just as millionaires have a morning protocol to tune their frequency, they have an evening protocol to clear any frequency they've absorbed during the day. They don't go to bed carrying the energy of a difficult meeting or a disappointing result, because that energy will process in their subconscious and show up in their morning state. The cleanse might be a workout that burns off stress. It might be journaling to process emotions and extract lessons. It might be a specific meditation that clears their field. Some use energy healing practices. Others simply take a shower with the intention of washing off the day. The method matters less than the intention. I am releasing anything that's not mine. I am clearing my field. I am complete with today. This is critical because accumulated frequency distortion is what causes burnout. It's not the amount of work, it's the amount of unprocessed low-frequency energy you're carrying. Millionaires stay in the game for decades because they cleanse daily. Others burn out in years because they accumulate and never release. The pressure protocol. And then there's the ultimate test, high-pressure situations. a deal falling apart, a market crash, a public failure, a personal crisis. These are the moments that reveal whether your frequency practice is real or just theory. Millionaires have a specific protocol for these moments. First, they feel it. They don't bypass or suppress the emotion. They let themselves feel the disappointment, the fear, the anger, fully, for a contained period. Maybe 5 minutes of feeling everything. This prevents the emotion from getting trapped in their body. Second, they extract the lesson. They ask, what is this teaching me? What am I being redirected toward? How is this actually serving my evolution? They reframe the pressure from problem to portal. Third, they reconnect to their identity. They remind themselves, this circumstance is temporary. My identity as someone who creates wealth is permanent. This doesn't change who I am. They separate their results from their worth. And fourth, they make the next right decision from their highest frequency, not from the crisis frequency. They don't panic solve. They don't make desperate moves. They regulate, then decide. This is how millionaires turn disasters into breakthroughs while others turn setbacks into spirals. It's not that they don't face pressure, it's that they have a system for metabolizing it without letting it contaminate their frequency. The maintenance system is what makes the morning protocol sustainable. You can't just tune your frequency once and expect it to hold for 16 hours in a chaotic world. You have to maintain it actively, consciously, systematically. This is the discipline that builds empires. This is the blueprint that separates the millionaires from the almost millionaires. Master this, and you've mastered the game. The millionaire frequency isn't something you have or you don't, it's something you tune into daily, protect fiercely, and maintain systematically. Strategy matters, but frequency comes first. Always. Tune your energy, then take your action. That's the blueprint. That's how wealth is really created. And I want you to really understand what this means for your life right now. Everything you've been working toward, every goal you've set, every version of success you've been chasing, it's all available to you. Not someday. Not when you figure out the perfect strategy. Not when you work harder or get lucky. It's available right now, the moment you match the frequency of the person who already has it. This isn't motivation, this is mechanics. This is how the quantum field operates. You are not separate from your wealth. You are not chasing something outside of yourself. You are tuning into a frequency that collapses a specific financial reality into your experience. And every single day, you get to choose. Am I going to operate from the frequency of who I've been, or am I going to calibrate to the frequency of who I'm becoming? The millionaires, the high earners, the people building empires that feel good and not just look good, they made a decision. They decided that their energetic state was more important than their circumstances. They decided that how they feel matters more than what's in their bank account right now. They decided to stop letting their current reality dictate their frequency, and instead, let their frequency dictate their future reality. And here's what I know about you. If you've watched this far, you're ready for this shift. Something in you recognizes this truth. You're tired of the hustle that doesn't deliver. You're done with strategies that work for everyone else but somehow not for you. You're ready to understand that you are not broken, you're not unlucky, you're not missing some secret, you've just been operating from the wrong frequency. So here's what I want you to do right now, before you move on to the next video or the next distraction. I want you to make a commitment. Not to me, to yourself. A commitment that starting tomorrow morning, you're going to implement the frequency protocol. Just for 7 days. Give me 7 days of tuning your frequency first, before you check your phone, before you dive into strategy, before you attack your to-do list. 60 minutes. That's all it takes. 20 minutes to regulate your nervous system. 10 minutes to anchor your identity. 15 minutes to calibrate your frequency. 15 minutes to connect with your strategic intuition. 7 days of this, and you will see evidence of the shift. You'll notice different opportunities appearing. You'll make different decisions. You'll feel different in your body. The people around you will respond to you differently. Because when you change your frequency, you change everything. The quantum field doesn't negotiate. It doesn't make exceptions. It responds with absolute precision to the signal you're broadcasting. And right now, you have the blueprint to broadcast the millionaire frequency. Your competitors are out there grinding, stressing, forcing. They're operating from survival and striving frequencies, wondering why they can't break through their income ceiling. Meanwhile, you're going to be calibrating, aligning, and flowing. You're going to be making decisions from your highest frequency. You're going to be building an empire on a foundation of energetic integrity. This is your invitation. Not to work harder, but to tune higher. Not to do more, but to be more. Not to chase success, but to embody it so completely that success has no choice but to chase you. If this resonated with you, subscribe to this channel for more frequency-based success principles. Hit that notification bell because I'm going to be sharing the exact protocols, the specific practices, and the quantum mechanics behind every aspect of wealth creation. This isn't just content, this is your training ground for becoming the frequency you want to experience. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's one decision you're going to make differently now that you understand the frequency blueprint? I read every comment, and I want to know what's shifting for you. Your empire is waiting for you to match its frequency. Your wealth is ready to flow the moment you're ready to receive it. And that readiness isn't about worthiness. You were born worthy. It's about frequency alignment. It's about becoming the energetic match for what you desire. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for more information. You have everything you need right now to make the shift. The only question is, will you? Welcome to your new frequency. Welcome to your millionaire blueprint. Let's build something extraordinary together.